Okay guys, sorry about that. We had some connection issues there, but I am back. Okay, so this is Training Tuesday, building your customer base and in turn your PRV. So let's just give a minute for everybody to pop back on here because I know we had those issues. Just one moment and I'll get started. Hello to whoever just tuned in. Give me a shout out here in the comments so I can see who is watching. So I have a question for you as well. So how would you guys feel if I started doing a draw of some sort for everybody who comes and watches each Training Tuesday of the month? At the end of the month, I do like a draw for everybody who had watched that month. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Hey Jenna, awesome. Love to see that you are here. Excuse me. Okay, so we are going to get started with Training Tuesday in a second. I'm just going to have a drink. So, I just came back from the post office. And so everybody should be watching their mailboxes because there is a little surprise coming for you guys. It's nothing exciting. It's just a little something. So make sure to watch your mailboxes. Okay, so we might as well just get started. So Training Tuesday. So building your customer base and in turn it'll build your PRV. So first thing I want to get started with is follow-up. Follow-up is your biggest thing. Now, for those who are starting, for those who are brand new, you need to start somewhere else. For you guys, you need to start with your list of 100. You need to make sure you contact all those people. And then you need to ask all those people, some of the things that I'm going to continue speaking about in this video. But for if you're new to this company or you've been with this company for, you know what, honestly, even if you just want to start fresh and kick butt this year, make your list of 100. Write out 100 people who you know love Scentsy, who you know would be interested in hosting, joining, or buying, and contact them all. Contact them about the opportunity to host, to buy, or to join. Okay? So that's number one. You always want to be contacting people all the time. It's up to you to talk to your customers. Your customers aren't going to come to you all the time. You're going to have to go to them. Yes, you will have a couple customers that will come to you and will, you know, talk to you and say, hey, I need this. But majority of your orders will come from you reaching out to people, from following up and that kind of stuff. So for follow-up, I follow a 2-2-2 system. So I deliver and I follow up about 2 days afterwards just to make sure they got it and make sure they love it. I follow up 2 weeks later just to say, hey, how's your stash? Do you still loving everything? Now you've tried one of everything at least. How are you loving it? And then 2 months. So 2 months after they order, I contact them and say, hey, you're due for a refill. Let me know what you need. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for watching. So the 2-2-2 follow-up is a good way to stay, on track. And I literally just use the workstation history, the order history form there. And I get in contact with everybody. I just go back 2 months or 2 pages and I just make sure to contact everybody. Now, if you're having a rough month and you need to get some orders in, go right back to the beginning of time, like in your order history tab. This is a surefire way to get you orders because you're contacting people, you're talking to them. And even if it doesn't get you orders, I bet you it'll get you a party. Yeah. It will, because you're talking to people, and that's the problem, is we're not talking to enough people. So following up about 2 days after you deliver, and then 2 weeks after you deliver, and about 2 months after you deliver, makes a huge difference. Hey, Sarah, thanks for watching. So yeah, that 2-2-2 system is a good idea. Follow-up is key. I cannot stress this enough, guys. There's so many people who I see at events, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what happened to my consultant. She just kind of dropped off. Like, I did an event that last weekend in Shelburne. I moved so much product, and it was honestly, like, I know there's reps in that town. I know there's more than like 5 reps in that town, and it's a small town. So if you're telling me that I found, I don't want to tell you guys a number because I don't want to be like I'm bragging, but I moved a lot of product. And like, I don't understand how there hasn't been, like, someone is obviously not following up, and obviously it's a whole bunch of consultants because it's not going anywhere, and people are just, they're loving their Scentsy there. Like, and this is, oh, my car was really loud, I'm sorry guys. So this town loves their Scentsy. So obviously people aren't following up in that area for all these people to be like, I don't have a rep, or, you know, I've always been looking for a rep. So just keep in mind, follow up all the time. Your customers need to know that you're still in the business, you're still loving what you do, and you are thinking about them. It makes them feel special. When you're talking to your customers, try and book parties. And I'll tell you why. Because your main goal is to build your customer base, is to retain what you have and continue building. And so to do that, you need to reach out to those people's networks and build their network into yours. So even if it's a Facebook party, just make sure you add everybody after the Facebook party so that they can see that you're a Scentsy consultant, because they'll see that all on your page, and you can also add them to your VIP group. Your VIP group is something that should always be growing every day, because the more people you have in there, the more people that are exposed to what you're trying to show them, right? So that just makes sense. And at these parties, you want to say to people, hey, like, I would love to be your friend on Facebook. You seem like you'd be a great person to be friends with on Facebook. Just shoot me a friend request. Here's my phone. Type your name in and find yourself. You can even do that at like the grocery store, or if you're like out and you're hanging out with other friends, right? And they have friends there, you know, oh, you are just the life of the party. Do you mind adding me on Facebook? I'd love to keep in touch with you. You know, it doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be salesy. You don't have to say, hey, add me on Facebook so you can see all the Scentsy shit I sell. No, no, guys, you need to make a relationship before you try and sell to people. So, you just say to them, hey, you know, you are a very personable, not a very personable person, because that's not good wording, but that's Alicia wording. You are a very sociable person, and I'd love to be friends with you on Facebook. Do you mind just shooting me a friend request? And then you can show her your phone and say, you know, search your name and add me. But most of the time people will say yes. Think of it, how many random people do you have on your Facebook? And it doesn't hurt you, and it's a way to get it out there and to make friends. And that's the thing, you have to constantly be adding people to your friends list. So another way to do that, if you're not doing it in person, is join groups on Facebook that you would, like, that have, for people that have similar interests as you. So if you're like a dog person, join dog groups. If you are, you know, a knitter or crocheter, join knitting and crochet groups. And just make conversation with them about the purpose of the group. So participate in the posts and like things and comment on other people's posts, and you'll notice that you'll start getting friend requests. And then that is good for your business, because then more people are being exposed to what you're trying to show them. And then you would message them and be like, hey, I think you added me from that crochet group. How are ya? You know, like, get filled in, meet each other, that kind of stuff, right? So after that, so that's how you kind of grow your friends list. You can do it through Facebook groups. You can do it through meeting people, just randomly. You can do it through parties. But when you guys are doing parties, you want to make sure to keep in contact with these people. You want to add them on Facebook and that kind of stuff. After that, there is events. So you can do events like setting up at a local soccer club's final day, or vendor events, things that people set up, you know, for different direct sellers and different homemade people. You can set up a display in a shop. Now, you can't sell stock in a retail location, but you can set up a display with 10 or less items and just show off your wares and talk to people, meet people, get them to add you on Facebook, that kind of stuff. That's good for you, just to get your name out there in an area. And I'm sure if you talk to your local, you know, store owner, they won't mind. Other events can be like the school craft sales, the church craft sales, garage sales, anything like that. Just look for these sorts of things, and it doesn't have to be a sale. Like I said, I was set up at a soccer club's final day. So that was just, I was the only person selling anything, and I still made sales. So also you can do a fundraiser. So you can talk to different people's, just think about like what you're passionate about. Like for me, it's dogs, obviously. Adopt, don't shop. So what I did was I emailed about 10 or 20 different rescues that I found around me, and even a little bit farther. And I just asked them, hey, would you like to do a fundraiser? I am a Scentsy consultant. This is what you can earn if you sell over $2,000, if you sell over $2,400, this is what you can earn otherwise. I'd love to be your consultant. Let's earn you some money. And what I would do is I would pick a number and tell them that's what I would donate them if, 20% of my, or, like 80% of my commission or whatever I chose, right? I would tell them in that email and tell them what the possibilities are and get them excited. And so I sent out about 20 emails, and I have 3 or 4 fundraisers booked for this coming fall. I think they're all starting. 1 or 2 is in October, 1 in November, maybe 1 in September. So those will help me with my PRV in the long run, right? So that's something to think about, is a fundraiser. Now, I obviously won't be getting paid on that because I'm donating my commissions, but I'll be getting all those contacts, and those contacts will equal future sales. So now posting in local groups. Sorry, if you guys see me looking down, I have my tablet here. It's my little cheat sheet. So posting in local groups. You guys can also post in buy and sells community pages, just saying, hey, I'm a Scentsy consultant in the area. If you offer delivery, put that you offer delivery. If you gift wrap your orders, put that you gift wrap your orders. Just kind of make it appealing for people to want to choose you as a consultant. Now, remember, you have to stay within compliance. So you can't say, choose me because I give away free gifts all the time. But what you can say is, hey, I'm a Scentsy consultant in the area. I'd love to become your Scentsy rep. I deliver my orders. I gift wrap items beautifully, and there's always extra samples added. Comment below to be added to my VIP group or whatever. And that's completely compliant. People will be interested. And a lot of the times, even if other reps are posting, there might be something you'll say that the other rep won't, and someone will be more attracted to you. Like, I can tell you, I've posted 1 trillion times in buy and sell groups, 1 trillion times. And every time I still see someone ask, is there a Scentsy consultant? Or who's a Scentsy consultant? Or, just like random things like that. Like, all the time it happens. People are looking for Scentsy consultants, but they don't always see the posts that you make all the time. So what I normally do is I share my page, my Alicia Kielburger Independent Scentsy Director page. I'll share the post that I'll make on there, and the post will say like, order going in tonight, or, order going in soon, bulk order going in soon, message me to get on that order. And I'll share that into the other groups, into buy and sell groups and local groups. And I do that because it'll bring attention to my page. So then even if there is people who are interested in Scentsy but don't want to buy right now, they can go like my page, and they will. So that's one way to do it. And then when you share it, that's when you can add as yourself. That's where you can add, I offer gift wrapping and delivery to local customers. Message me to find out about my specials. So posting in local groups can be very smart, but you also have to remember that that means your Facebook is totally open for everybody to see. So now you can go watch, a couple weeks ago we did a training Tuesday on social media and your Scentsy business. Watch that, because you have to remember to keep your profile positive. You have to remember to keep it clean and Scentsy friendly, right? Like, we are authentic, we are generous, and we are authenticity, generosity, and simplicity, and we're simple. And I am definitely simple-minded today. But you have to remember that. So be authentic on your page, but remember to be positive. Nobody wants to see all the negativity splattered everywhere, right? So group activity. What did I mean by group activity? Oh, group activity. We talked about that. That's about, when you're in those dog groups or those knitting groups, commenting on other people's posts, making friends that way. So yeah, this is kind of a quick training Tuesday. I don't really have too much to say about this. Just make sure you're always adding new people on Facebook. Make sure you're always talking to new people. When someone asks you, hey, what do you do for a living? You proudly say, I am a Scentsy consultant. Like, I sling wax, and it's awesome. And just always remember to be talking to people about what you do. Integrate Scentsy into your everyday life, and it will work out for you. Like, I got these bottles from American Hero Clothing. I have 2 of them, and I bring them everywhere. They are I only drink water from them, really. So everybody sees it. My car is plastered in Scentsy, and it's only going to get better because I have new vinyls coming very soon. I try and wear Scentsy clothing wherever I can, Scentsy hoodies, etc. I have a Scentsy buddy clip on my ball bag. My purse has Scentsy all over it. I normally try and hang a scent pack from my keychain, but I do have a Scentsy keychain, right? But I normally try and hang a scent pack. I don't have one on here now. My car has Scentsy in it, like my scent circle. So you just really need to brand yourself. You need to make it shown that you are a Scentsy consultant and make people know it. Don't be ashamed of it. Just say it loud and proud. And yeah, always make sure you have stuff so you're ready to sell or you're ready to show it off or whatever you need to do. It's really about making Scentsy a lifestyle, like adding it into your daily life and just making it work for you. I'm never like, oh, I have to work Scentsy, or, you know, oh, hold on, I gotta do Scentsy. Like, it literally just fluidly works into my day. Like, I get a message and I'm like, I just have to answer this message, and people are like, okay. And it's cool. So, like, all day I am somehow working in Scentsy in some way, whether I'm responding to a message or sending messages or making a post or sending, you know, whatever it is, I'm just figuring it out. So that's all I have to say. I'm just rambling now, but thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and hopefully it helped. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you know what you'd like to see for Training Tuesday next week, please let me know. And if anybody would like to be a guest for Training Tuesday and actually take it over, let me know in the comments. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.